Ready. Hello, everybody. Uh-oh, I gotta turn my sound down on my device here. Sorry, I'm a little late to my own party here. This is my second ever live chat. I don't know. Yeah, I think my second ever, like, actual live chat. And I'm recording this for posting on my site. I'll probably hang out a little bit because it usually takes a little while for people to show up. What is up? Not Mr. Moon and Mario Mesa. Now I'm trying to find this Farkin stream on my channel on my other device. So let's see your channel. So I can see the comments up there. I can see them on my screen too. I guess maybe I could just watch that. What's up, Adam Jackson? Mike Hoare, what's up? Wow, I was a little bit late because I kind of got sucked into the Celtics game, and I was popping ABC jelly. That's looking like another frickin' down to the wire affair that unfortunately the Celtics seem like they're going to lose, which sucks because I'm rooting for them. Although I did pull a Bam Adebayo rookie out of that box of 2017 Prism, which was the box I opened on my first live stream. Alright. So, keeping in mind that I'm trying to kind of use this as a video I post on my channel, you know, the recording of this. I'm going to sort of try to keep things moving and not dwell too much on any one thing. I wanted to show off one thing I got in the mail today. This is boy, it's very hard to see past the shininess, but this is a 2013 Prism rookie card of Giannis Antetokounmpo PSA 9. I paid $1,300 for that bad boy. It's probably dropped a bit since then because everything is getting very soft in the basketball card market, but I have no fears whatsoever because when the season starts up again, that thing's going to be live. Alright, I got some gum here I'm going to chew. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh man, well, I didn't bring a cutting device. But I'm just going to get in this with pen. So what we've got here is a box of 2020 Topps Stadium Club Baseball, which honestly is not the most exciting thing to me. I know some people are pretty big fans of this stuff, and I have to say, in terms of like the product quality and design, there's some pretty cool stuff in Stadium Club. They have some really sweet photography, and you get 2 autos per box. So, you know, there's a Reese Hoskins I can see in there through the wrapper. Oversized. I don't know if I'll open that, but alright, let's see who we got joining us. Anand Dastidar, what's up, buddy? Fly Guy, shout out. Michael Check, is that it? Michael asks if Giannis leaves Milwaukee, will that help or hurt them? You know, I mean, it really sort of depends on where he goes. But I think the consensus is if he goes to a team that, you know, has a pretty good supporting cast for him, it's gonna, you know, improve his standing in the hobby world at least, because it means he'll have a better shot at winning a championship than he did with the Bucks. But, you know, who knows? Alright. So yeah, this product. Alright, so this box was one of those boxes that I got a single frickin' box of from my distributor. Stuff like this, like Stadium Club, Allen and Ginter, Gypsy, Queen, kind of, you know, this sort of like, I don't know, second and third tier Topps products. Like, I don't really plan to buy much of those unless I can get them on the cheap from my distributor. You know, I like to have like 5 or 6 boxes of everything so I can open one up for you all, and then you know, sell the rest if anybody's interested. But when I get one box, it's like, well, alright, I guess I'm gonna open it. Alright, I'm gonna do this pack, then I'm gonna look at comments. So, Garrett Cole, you see, like, the photography on these things is sweet. I mean, that's just, it's not kind of crazy because it's not like an action shot, but it's just a unique pose and a unique sort of vantage point. It's a cool looking card, and Garrett Cole in a Yankees uniform is always fun. By the way, speaking of the Yankees, holy Christmas, you guys. Have they come around or what? They're setting like all-time records for like the most number of home runs in a 3-game period. I think they hit 7 home runs 2 games ago. They hit 7 home runs yesterday, and then tonight they've already got like 4 home runs, I think, which were all in 1 inning. I just kind of checked on that game before logging on here. So, it's good, but I don't know, the Yankees scare me. I don't understand how a team with that kind of talent could have gotten so like south. They lost like 8 games in a row, and oh, it was horrible. Wow, look at that. I wonder if this is an SP. A lot of times these cards with photos of like street clothes are SPs, so that might be one. But it's hard to tell in Stadium Club because they're, you know, their card photos are all so unique. But I'll have to look that one up. Wow, did we get our first autograph already? Jack Flaherty? No, we did not. Let's see. This is a Emperors of the Zone subset card. Not numbered or anything. And Matt Olson and Tony Gwynn. Alright, now I'm going to read some comments. Let's see, where did I pick up? Let's see, Paul Sporer. Hoping to see some good Evan Gattis and Adrian. Killing me, man. You're killing me. This isn't a Panini product, so I probably won't get those guys as my 2 autographs. If it was Panini, I'd probably get those guys. Mr. Moon says, let's have an oofta at some time. Oh, we'll get there, I'm sure. One of my autos is like a joker. Alex Castro, thanks for the fire. Would love to see some Vlad Jr. rookies. So this is going to be 2nd year Vlad Jr. in this product. So I got lots of stuff with Vlad rookies in it. Dan S says, this is so relaxing. Well, thank you. Anand Dasdidar says, I pulled a first day issue Jack Flaherty. I love the pics in Stadium Club. I'm not sure what that first day issue. Oh, I think that's like a parallel in this product. Oh my god, that's so loud, you guys. Hold on. I don't know. Those are eBay. No, if you are on eBay at all, you know that sound like the back of your hand. Because it means I got like bids on some eBay auctions I got going. And I don't, you know, I don't know. I shouldn't really have sound, and hopefully that's the end of this weird sounds, but who knows. Apologies in advance if those are gigantic loud noises, because they probably are. Alright, the Mookie Betts' base, says Anand. Okay, good. Anand, you have clearly opened some of this product, so I appreciate the expertise here. Kyle Tippett, sorry man, you didn't get a PS5. Looks like they had a pre-order process. Alright, well I'm gonna try to keep it moving here. Mason Agatone, what's up dog? Brewers Pilot says, when are you gonna open up 2018 Panini Immaculate again? I should get some of that stuff. I wish those boxes would be like, you know, like $10, because I would just like get them and, you know, throw, like I would get some matches, and I would burn all of the cards right after opening it, and that would be very cathartic for me, you guys. Alright, here's another backwards card. This looks like just a regular card, so this is maybe an auto. Nope. Oh, okay, it's an SP. So black and white, and he's got his flag there. I'm not sure which nation that's from. Presumably wherever he is from. Let's see, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Okay, so it's probably a Dominican Republic flag. That's kind of neat. Victor Robles. I'm not sure how he's doing this year. But he's one of those guys, like last year, I was hoping he'd have a big year. I got a bunch of his cards. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, what do we got here? Sean Doolittle coming out of the bullpen card. Ozzie Albies sliding into second, maybe third. Albert Alzolay, Josh Donaldson with the Twins. Anthony Rizzo. Oh, nice. Here's a Mike Trout. Something. Looks like it's just a subset card. You know what I've never pulled in my life is a Mike Trout auto. I'm trying to think of like what other players I've never pulled an auto. I don't think, yeah, I've never pulled a Ken Griffey Jr. auto. I've never pulled a Jeter auto, although, you know, like the retired players always are much harder if they're like megastars. But like all of the current megastars, other than Trout, I feel like I've pulled, you know, lots of Acuna autos, lots of Soto autos, lots of, well, let's see if I pull, you know what, I haven't pulled a Judge auto. I have several Judge autos because I bought them, but I've never pulled one from a pack. But I've pulled Glaber autos, most of the Yankees. I've pulled their autos. But Trout, boy, he's hard. He does not sign a lot. And let's talk about this guy, you guys. Luke Voigt, holy bajosies. This guy's hitting like 15 home runs a day. He's up to 20 now. He homered tonight, which I think gives him a 2 home run lead over Trout, who's next in line, if I do recall. Meanwhile, Fernando Tatis Jr., who used to be tied with Trout for the home run lead, has gone into hibernation, which is kind of a bummer because I got, you know, oh, here we go. Wow, it's funny. It wasn't even like backwards. All right, Texas fans, you're going to have to tell me who the hell Brock Burke is because I don't friggin' know. See, he's like a relief pitcher. Please don't be a relief pitcher. All right. Yeah, Brock Burke is looking pretty average. 3.9 ERA, not too bad, but that 3-5 win loss. Games, 62 innings pitched, so he was not with the team a full year, it would seem. Yeah, alright, so this is like some guy who's not really, you know, got much star power. Okay, so this one I think was backwards, but I don't know why. Don't know why, someone tell me. John Means and Aaron Savali. All right, let's read some comments here. Let's see. Not Mr. Moon says, nice Max. Did I pull a Max Scherzer or something else? I don't know. Alex Smolin says, might start looking for rookies of that Mariners center fielder. You're talking about Kyle Lewis. Yeah, you know, I actually have a couple of videos where I was like trying to find, I think that's what I was doing. I think I was trying to find his rookie cards in some 2019 update series from Topps flagship. Cool looking Rafael Devers. I think he's starting to heat up, even though the Red Sox are struggling. Yastrzemski. Marcelo Zuna is something. Looks like an SP. I should probably be pulling those SPs out because I'm never going to remember the SPs, you know, if they're Trent Grisham. He's, at one point he was having a really great year. He might still be. San Diego's looking pretty dang good. Buck Butler in the house. What's up? What's up? My main man, the OG. Nicholas Peters. Got an SSP rookie card. I don't know what to do with. Selling on eBay is too confusing. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I've been selling on eBay for a long time, so I'm kind of used to it now, but I can understand how it's kind of daunting, but it's, you know, I don't know. They charge a lot in fees, but they do make things relatively easy once you get used to them. Let's see. Yeah. Holy crap, this is relaxing. I don't know much about baseball cards, but this is cool. Alright, thanks Jonathan Curl. Maybe you're new to the channel. I've got about 3,000 videos of me doing this same lame crap. Buck Futler says, Nicholas, try Spots Card Buy Sell and Trade Group on Facebook. Sports Card Buy Sell and Trade Group. Orny, blah blah blah. Yeah, Facebook groups. You know, I'm on a bunch of Facebook groups for cards, but I've never done any deals. I don't know. They scare the hell out of me because I just feel like, what's this? Power Zone, Acuna. They keep like teasing me with these backwards cards. That's a cool looking card, man. That is sweet though. Sweet. But it's just like a base subset card. Tim Anderson. Did I do these already? Alright, yeah, so Facebook groups. I've sold or bought on Facebook groups. Well, actually, that's not true. The one Facebook group that I enjoy is the Vintage Wax and Packs, I think it's called. And that's where people who collect like old wax boxes and like wax packs and unopened stuff hang out, and I have bought and sold on there. True story, I actually got a real nice deal on some 2019 Optic basketball blaster cases off that group. People there are generally like a little bit older and kind of a little more mature, and you know, they have like, you can see like they actually have gainful employment because they've been in careers, you know, that are documented on the internet. So like I feel a little safer there. There's another one of those Power Zone cards. Cool looking cards. Will Clark, true story. One time I was at spring training in Scottsdale, Arizona, and Will Clark was like a coach for I think it was for the Giants, yeah. That's who plays in Scottsdale, or one of the teams. I think that might be the only team in Scottsdale. And yeah, I was right by the dugout because it was like, I don't know, it was like I think I came late to the game, and so I actually like didn't even pay to get in. They just opened the gates and let people in and out freely at some point, like after the 6th inning. So I waltzed right in and went as close as I could to the field, and I was like right by the dugout, the home dugout, and he was like popping his head out, and he was like talking with the crowd and stuff. Seemed like a pretty affable guy. So that's my Will Clark story. I'm gonna read some comments after this. They're coming in hot and heavy, you guys. Brandon Lowe, Starling Marte SP. I see it's got the red coloring there. Lourdes Gurriel with his crazy hair. He's a pretty bright young talent. All right, let's read some comments. Let's see. Buck Futler says only deal with folks that have vouchers from others on those groups and only PayPal. Yeah, I definitely get that PayPal goods and services is like the only way to fly on those things. It's a little hard for me to tell like who's vouched for who, because a lot of those groups have like 20,000 members and stuff like that. With like this one group I was talking about with Vintage Wax Packs, there's really not that many people. It's like 5,000, but only, you know, a few hundred are actually active, so it's a little harder to tell, or it's a little easier to tell what's what on there and who's who. But duly noted, Buck Fuller, good tips there for anybody buying and selling on Facebook. Brick says, hey man, and what is up, Bricks? Nicholas Verbka. I bet that's Verbka or Ribka. You should think about setting up a P.O. box. You know, it's funny, I have a P.O. box, but I kind of want to cancel it because I don't really like to go to the post office that often, like ever. And yeah, I might get a box a little closer to where I live, so it's easier to get to, and it would be at like a UPS store, so I can get like not just post office stuff, but FedEx and UPS. So I think I'll probably set that up soon for like my business, because you got to have an address like you're shipping from. But thank you for the tip there, guys. I do think it would be interesting to have people send me stuff. I don't know. I'm not so excited about trying to make money off this channel, just because like I don't have that many views, and like you basically get $1 for every 1,000 views of a video. So I'm never gonna make that much money off it, and I figure why bother people. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I don't know. I thought it might be fun just to have people send me like wacky crap that they were gonna throw away, and I could open it on the channel. I think that'd be interesting for me, and I think it might be interesting for people to watch. Let's see. Gizmo Haddon says, "Can we purchase cards from your online store yet?" Not yet. Hopefully very soon. I don't know why I don't know. I can't force myself to pull the like opening button. Not Mr. Moon says, Will Clark card fire. Yeah, that was a pretty cool looking card. Do more 1990 tops. Yeah, let's talk about 1990 tops, you guys, because that's a crazy like vintage product that you used to be able to get for like $3 a wax box. And now I got a notification on a search that I have at eBay on like unopened cases, because I like to buy like old wax cases. And there was a freaking case of that stuff, 1990 Topps baseball, which again, you could probably get cases of that for like $150 about a year ago. Now those cases are like $1,300. Nice little red foil DJ LeMahieu. He's going nuts. Guy hits like 2 home runs a game now. It's freaking crazy. Alright, I'm starting to get like scatterbrained here. Okay, I'm gonna do more comments. So yeah, I have some 90 tops that I could open. I might very well do that. People are, although I don't know, I kind of want to just sell it because it's going for way more than it's worth. Let's see, Nicholas Peters says, bought both a Jack Clark and Will Clark auto balls for $20 even in 05. Yeah, you can get balls for really cheap. One time I was in New York, and I went to a flea market just like in this little town, and some guy had like baseball memorabilia and like magazines and cards, and he had like an autographed baseball of Hoyt Wilhelm, who's in the Hall of Fame, and it was like $10. So I was like, all right, I don't really want this, but I have to buy it. Or you can't see it. It's funny. I got a comment that was held for review. Paul Sporer, I'm gonna read it. Says, I agree. Will Clark is a pretty affable guy. I think I said affable, but Paul Sporer, perhaps you are attracted to Will Clark for different reasons than myself. But to each their own. God bless America. One step above says, my grandma travels a lot and uses UPS box thingy. It seems to work well. Yeah, I think they are, decent. They're more expensive than a PO box, but I think they are a lot more functional. What I need is a box that has like a little camera in it that tells me when I have mail to pick up, because I really don't want to just like go randomly. Cal Ripken Jr. So this is a Stadium Club Chrome card, and interestingly, this year they are putting out a Stadium Club Chrome product, I believe, which I think they maybe did a long time ago and then stopped. Okay, we got our second autograph here, and you're about to hear some mumbling or some grumbling from me. Nick Castellanos or whatever. I don't know if I put that aside. Those seem to be fairly rare. I've only got one, but okay, Jake Frilly, come on. What are you doing to me, Tops? What are you doing to me? Oh my god, who are these fucking people? Elphus Andrus. Pardon my French, guys. Alright, let's go look at some comments. Right, MPK says, hi, any soccer cards coming? Good question. I'm trying to think if there's some soccer that I want to open. As you know, if you've been watching lately, I have been buying a bunch of soccer unopened, but I don't know if I really want to open it because it's like so pricey that it's risky. It's risky to open, and I've paid a pretty high price for most of it, so we'll see. I bought 2 cases of 2015 Donruss Soccer, which is the first year Donruss made a soccer product. And it doesn't really have any good rookies in it. It's got like some legends in there that you can get. But I don't know, I kind of am tempted to maybe crack that case and open one of those boxes. But duly noted, I would like to open more soccer in general, because I think it's interesting. I'm trying to learn more about it and stuff and figure out who the players are that are good. Alright, Nicholas Peters, Yankees in God mode, right? Are you not kidding, my friend? You are not kidding. Buck Butler says those 90s tops, no name. On front Frank Thomas cards are nuts. Yeah, you know what's nuts is that people buy the unopened stuff thinking there's a chance in hell that they're gonna get that card, because it's basically impossible at this point. That's my worry about that stuff, is like it's only valuable because people are misinformed. But I think that if you grade the base Frank Thomas rookie card and get a PSA 10, that's probably worth a decent chunk. The other card that's in there is the second year, and it's got a little rookie cup logo on it, but that's of Ken Griffey Jr. That's the other card you can get in 1990 top. Everything else is pretty much like garbage. Jonathan Curl says, what is your favorite sport? As a fan, baseball is by far my favorite sport. As for playing sports, you know, I retired from playing baseball. Back in 2013 was the last year I played. I played like through my 30s in kind of these amateur leagues they used to have around the Boston area. Keston here, second year card, that's kind of cool. But yeah, baseball is pretty tough on your body. If, like, I was a pitcher and I don't know, my hip just started to not like it very much at all, because you have to push off the mound with a ton of force. Alright, anyways, so my favorite sport to play is tennis. It's the only sport I really play regularly now. I can be convinced to play basketball, but I don't know too many people. That's not a bad card, because Shane Bieber's having like a crazy year. Probably gonna win a Cy Young at the rate he's going, but we'll see. And that's a red foil parallel. Alright, a couple more questions here. I heard affable too, alright. My apologies, affable, folks, look it up, AFF. Paul Spore, appreciate the read and shout out, you bet, my man. Anand Dastadar. I will say, I think Will Clark's a pretty good looking guy. I mean, you know, he's old like the rest, well, not like the rest of us, but like me. No, but when he was in his younger days, I always thought, man, that's a kind of a Hollywood-looking guy. But it's funny, I don't know if people generally consider Will Clark to be good-looking. I know he just looked very like youthful. I remember, you know, even when he was going gangbusters as, you know, sort of a veteran. All right, enough of that. Let's see. Have you opened cricket cards? Wow, I never even seen cricket cards. Anand, I will have to check. I will check those out. I know cricket is huge. In England and a lot of the like countries where England had a presence, like from colonialization or just their, you know, empire building. I'm gonna take a little break here and just talk comments, but I used to live in the Boston area, as I've mentioned several times on this channel, and there was a lot of people always playing cricket, like in parks, because I would go play baseball and stuff in these parks, and cricket was big because there were so many, you know, international students and just people who had immigrated to the United States and lived in Boston, and they would play cricket a lot there. So I sometimes would watch it, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I couldn't really quite figure it out just from watching, but I went and like kind of looked up on YouTube, and it was kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm open for anything. So maybe I'll look for some cricket cards. Thanks for the tip. I'd not even realized that was a thing. All right, Catalyst V7. I bought a case of Topps UFC and received a hobby box of Topps Stadium. in the mail instead. Yeah, well, that could go either way. Some UFC products are kind of expensive, but some are, like the base stuff is definitely not as expensive as Top Stadium Club. So congrats on the upgrade, Paul the God. 3 says, I was the winner of year 9. Yeah, I remember that. It was so much fun to open that with my dad. Well, fantastic. I hope you got like some errors in. There's a ton of errors in that product. So that's good to hear. I appreciate that. By the way, I have sent out like a lot of things and like never never heard from the people. One thing I kind of wonder about, the one thing I feel like I sent out, I'm like, man, did those people even get it? Is that Pokemon giveaway. Like, I opened half a box of Pokemon. I don't know what they were. Maybe the Sun and Moon something. And the giveaway was for like all the cards that I opened. So I forget who won it, but it was a woman, and she was saying her son was a bit, big collector of those cards. So I sent off like the other half of that box in unopened packs, all in together in a package with those cards, and I never heard back. Which I guess maybe it's not anything unusual, but I wondered if they got there. I mean, I could check the shipping. I'm sure they did, but. Anyways, no, I appreciate the mention, Paul the God. Good to know that stuff reached you. All right, who are you rooting for in the NBA and NHL playoffs? NHL, I have no fucking idea. I'm trying to think. There's even a team. I used to like the Vancouver Canucks because I played with that team on NHL. What did they call it? Whatever the EA Sports game for NHL was called. Back in like 1994, I used to play that as a kid, and I loved the Canucks because they had Pavel Bure and who's the other guy? Another guy that was like really good. So, anyways, that's my only real connection to hockey. NBA, I'm rooting for the Celtics right now, but I would be happy about the Lakers winning. Let's see, Celtics. Lakers series would be great. I'm really hoping the Heat don't run away with their series because I'm not terribly excited about them. All right, I'm gonna read like 3 more comments. Nicholas Peters says Yankees only hit so many homers because it's a little league field. In right field, you're kind of right. Okay, Greg, like you can hit a 98 mile per hour fastball 400 feet. Is there a Greg who is arguing? I'm not sure. Maybe that's a reference to something. Jonathan Curl says baseball is very fun to watch for me. I love to watch it myself. What's your thoughts on Luis Robert in the long run? I'm pretty bullish on him in the long run. I think he's extremely talented. I think he's very athletic. I think he has a real chance to do well. And people all the time, I mean, Tatis has really slowed down a bit here too, but people all the time say, like Mike Trout, if you look at his first like year in action, was pretty lackluster. So sometimes you just have to acclimate. You have to get used to the breaking pitches that are at the major league level. And once you do that, if you can, kind of rise above and just use the God-given skill that you have as an athlete, if you're a Luis Robert, and if you're a Fernando Tatis Jr., or if you're a Mike Trout, or whatever, then you will stand above. But there's also like Jose Canseco, right, who was super hot for a fair period of time and then just kind of turned into a heaping pile of poo, which certainly was related probably somehow to his use of illegal substances. But all right, good night, Jonathan Curl. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. So this is only the second Stadium Club Chrome card we've gotten, and I feel like, is that like a parallel? It looks kind of gold to me, but I don't think it is. But that's a Dustin May, who I think is having a really good year. Last I checked, but that was a while ago. I mean, the Dodgers are certainly doing well. So that's a sweet looking card. I love that. That's probably the best thing I've gotten out of here, at least that I can tell. Chris Sale, boo. I never liked him, and when he went to the Red Sox, I had lots of more reasons to not like him, since I'm a Yankees fan. Buck Butler, just noticed you got 6K subs. That's right. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like I was under 6K for like a month. Or like, I was like between 5,900 and 6K for like a month, is what I mean. Alright, Jonathan Curl. Alright, good night. I think I already said goodnight to Jonathan Curl. Not Mr. Moon 6000, yes sir, the 6000 party. Anand Dasdar, the Celtics just lost game 2. Yeah, I kind of figured they were down like 6 or something with barely any time left when I checked out and got online here. Kind of a bummer, and both of those games have in the last 2 or 3 minutes of play been super close, and yeah, I'm really kind of bummed that they've ended up going the way they have. Go Canucks. I have a Pavel Bure in Rollerblades rookie card. Oh, nice. I know which one you're talking about. Sweet. I'd love to have that. What year were his rookies? Was that like? I feel like that was 1990 Upper Deck, because I feel like I've opened some of that on this channel. Chris Sale, red whatever lettering parallel. All right, Nicholas Peters says Buck Foston. I agree. Jason Tatum is on fire. Yeah, I mean he's doing well, but what he needs is like one of those Luka Doncic games where he hits the buzzer beater at the end and puts the Celtics over the top at the last minute. I mean, they've certainly had their opportunities. That for those of you who didn't watch, there's a nice Vladdy second year right there. The first game of the Heat Celtics series, was like tied up. At the very end, there was like seconds to play, and Jason Tatum had a chance to win it with a 2-point field goal. So he like drove to the hoop. There's a Jeff McNeil SP parallel. So Jason Tatum drove to the hole and had a pretty good shot at a dunk, but Bam Adebayo, I think it was Bam, like frickin' face masked him. Just palmed the ball and rejected the dunk, and it sucked. It really sucked if you're a Celtics fan. Because if Tatum had won that, it would have been like super, or, gotten that thing in. Alright, Luke J says, what's up? Not much, buddy. What you doing? Buck Futler, dang, Miami's 10 on the playoffs. God dang, really? I didn't know that. That's crazy, so that would... yeah, that would be bad news for the Celtics. Oh, Luke J says they lost a game to the Bucks. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh boy, I hate to have cards sticking together. Look at that. Man, that sucks. There's like a little, see if I can show you in the light. There's like a little sticky mark. There it is. You see that? Look at that thing. Freaking A, what is that about? Well, it's just a Glaber base, so... Glaber hit a home run tonight. Big deal, because he's been super slow. That's interesting. Little bell logo icon thing. Ken Griffey Jr., Bash and Burn. Sandy Koufax batting. That's kind of neat. King Jackson. Yo, what's up, man? Lakers might win the finals with AD, Anthony Davis, and LeBron. That's right. I don't really have any like high dollar LeBron cards. The only thing I have is like a 2018 select like numbered die cut parallel of his that's off being graded right now. If that came back like a 10, which I don't think it will, that would probably be worth, I don't know, a few hundred at least. But other than that, I pretty much have like no LeBron action. But Anthony Davis, I do have a rookie of his that's graded PSA 9. That's down quite a bit, I think, in value from from its peak. Nice little Glaber. King Jackson says, I watch a UFC card video every day. Well, I appreciate that. It's funny, I don't really watch a ton of ASMR videos. Well, I don't know. I guess I I do sometimes. I get in like stretches of them, so that's the whole box. Now I'll just kind of hang out and chat here for a bit. Maybe we'll look at our hits while I do that. But yeah, I used to kind of like have the the favorite videos that I would watch over multiple times. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I haven't done a UFC, I don't think, in a while. The last one I did, if that's the one you're referring to, man, I feel like I got a ton of really good cards out of there. So maybe I'll have to do another one if I get another product in. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to. Lots of just kind of chatter. Big UFC cards Saturday. Oh wow, who's playing? Buck Butler, who's playing? Or who's fighting, I should say. Henrik Hoss says, "Hey my man, glad I could catch a stream. Hope you're hanging in there. Thank you, my brother. Always hanging in. Always hanging in. Glad you can join." Nicholas Peters says, one more box. Ooh. Well, that's a good question. Is there well, let's do this, guys. I'm gonna open this piece of crap. Oversized box loader. So this is Reese Hoskins, so you can see it. You can even see it on video. So I'll take a look at what that looks like. That not Mr. Moon. Grab some Rips candy. I don't have any Rips candy. I haven't ordered anymore. I gotta get some, but I do have some other candies, which I'll show you right when I get done opening this. Alright, Chill Blinton says, great content, brother. Find myself watching your vids nightly. Yeah, thank you, my man. I think, there's a few decent channels now doing like sports card ASMR content, so you guys have some nice variety. When I started doing these, I feel like there wasn't really anything because I kind of wanted there to be some. And that's why I decided to do this channel, as I was like, well, maybe there's some other people. Boy, it's got some marks on the top there. You see those things? Not good. So it's a giant Reese Hoskins card. All right. Any Phillies fans out there? All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know if I went really through these very thoroughly. Oh, I was going to show you guys. These are the latest candy I've picked up, and I actually have been eating these just for, my own edification. And they're pretty good. I like them. There's pineapple. That's not lemon. If that was lemon, my heart would be broken in two. There's orange, purple, and then there's red. Somewhere up there, you can see it. So those are all great flavors, in my view. Let's see. Did I hear about the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight? What? Nicholas Verbka says Colby Covington versus Tyron Woolley must be the MMA fight that Buck Butler. Yep, he mentions it right below. Chill Blinton is a great user. I agree. I like that. But really, it would be like Kill Blinton if it were just Bill Clinton with the letters rearranged. For the great fights too. Yeah, you know what? I don't really, I don't follow MMA all that much. I mean, when there's like back when, like, I don't know, there was like fighters that were household names like Ronda Rousey and what's his name from Ireland. I would be like, oh, okay, that looks interesting. And like, I got into that one where the Irish guy, I feel terrible. I can't remember this guy. Was fighting the boxer. Was that Floyd Mayweather? I got into that. I wanted to watch that. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really like follow any of the current like fighters. So let's see. Can you do like a blaster box war from time to time? Says Anon. That's a great question. I can, and I see those. What's his name? Jabs. The Jabs family. I know does those like all the time now. And I always think, yeah, you know what? That's kind of interesting. And I have lots of blaster boxes. A lot of them are in cases, but I'd be interested in trying that out. So I'll think about that. Appreciate the suggestion. Nicholas Verbka says, there was your channel, and the bald dude that eats Swedish fish. Yeah, I know who that is. I love that guy. Now there's a few ASMR channels. Right, exactly. And the bald guy who eats Swedish fish, only occasionally does sports cards. He's mostly like doing eating videos. But I really like that guy. Binaural Eats is his name. I've actually thought about like sending him a box of cards that he can open, because that guy's like he's like so likable. It just seems like if I sent him a box of cards, it'd like make his whole month. And that would make my whole month. Kindness, you guys. It's addictive. Alright. Nicholas, you said that open cards. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, and then Buck Butler says binaural eats. Alright, good. Luke J says there's a small ASMR channel called ASMR Jams that does cards also. Oh, I've not heard of that one. I'll have to look it up. Cool. Buck Butler, aka Johnny Sins. JP Dweez, hey. Nicholas says, then he pulled out the Swedish fish. You're dang right I did, buddy. You're god dang right. One step above says, did he say edification? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Listen, man, I have an important relationship with candy on this channel, so that's all I'll say. Thoughts on the Ben Ballerchrome? You know, my main thought on Ben Ballerchrome is I'm pissed off that I like totally spaced on the date where you could enter the drawing, so I never had a chance at it. Now it seems like it's going to be a pretty hot product, but I don't think we've seen any of the cards out of there yet. I'm just going to thumb through some of these non-pull cards. So Ben Ballerchrome, yeah, it'd be interesting to see, I guess, what that stuff looks like, and you know, how hot it gets. I don't know, I don't like Ben Baller that much. His like design is okay. His designs are okay, but I don't know, it seems kind of like a tool to me. Alright, how do you get the price guide? Well, I have a subscription to like a bunch of Beckett's for the different sports, although they've recently expired, so I don't know if I'll redo those. But generally, like for values of cards, I'm looking at eBay recent sales. What's it called? King Jackson says. Yeah, Beckett is the magazine that I get. I don't know if I've ever mentioned anything else that you're thinking of, but you can clarify. Nicholas Peters says, do you have Waffle House out there? You know, we don't. We do not have it in North Dakota. I don't even know if they have it in Minnesota. I know I've seen it in various places I've been. But that might have been when I was like on the East Coast. Matthew Delgado, hello, what's up, my man? NHM says he didn't even notice I was live. Yep, that's me. I'm a ninja. Nicholas Peters says one more box. You know, I don't know if I have anything like within reach. I don't really want to get up, but yeah, I don't know. I probably won't do anything else tonight because I probably should like end the stream here and get some sleep soon. But let's see what other questions we have. Gonna try and open any presidential cards again. I remember a political box that you opened. Yeah, so that so if you want, I could open like the rest of that box because I feel like I still have some of those cards. That was from the 2016, like, I don't know, I forget what they call that, but they were like cards that had to do with the 2016 election. Yeah, it might be interesting to actually do the rest of that box. Maybe we'll pull it Mitch McConnell auto or something. And then somebody said, maybe it was you, Nicholas, that there was like 2020 Decision, I think, is what those cards are. Decision 2020 and Decision 2016. I think somebody said they were out again. So I do not have any, but maybe I'll get some. Oh, look at this. Phil Hughes says, or Script says that Phil Hughes opened a box of Ben Ballerchrome. Yeah, I'll have to watch that and see what the cards look like. All right, Kevin 2001 says hello, been a fan for a while. Thank you, appreciate the views, my friend. King Jackson says you're the best ASMR channel. No. Cap, do you play video games? I do not play video games. I don't know. A few times I've like sort of tried. What's the one? Not League of Legends. There's a game that I won't get into much detail because it's kind of confidential, but I had reason to play a video game once for some like research. I know this is very vague, but and God, what was it? It's the game. There's like a league. It's a professional league. Overwatch. Yeah. So like I got that. I bought the game, and I mostly have Macs, but I had a PC for a while, and I still kind of have it, but I don't use it. And that was like a pretty high-end PC that I had, and kind of got it so I could play some games on it and do some other things. But I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I feel like, I mean, gaming is a skill, and you got to put the time in. And I just hate sucking and stuff. So it's kind of like golf. I don't really play golf. I think it would be kind of nice to play golf, but Jesus, like, I just can't stand sucking at something so bad for like a long time. And like tennis, it's taken me like 20 years of playing to get to a real level of like semi-mastery. And I just don't have the like patience or like bandwidth to do that in like games or sports. So, all right, I'm gonna probably check out soon. Do a 4 PSA card power review. Oh, that's actually a great idea because I have a box of like 104 cards sitting on my desk right now that I will not go through on this channel, but maybe for my next live stream. And I was thinking like I should go through those like before I send them in, and then I always do the reveals of PSA stuff when I get it back. So it'd be kind of fun to do a before and after. And some of the cards, like I feel like there's maybe issues with, and I think they might come back as like 9s and possibly 8s, so I could sort of make note that'd be a good record of it. All right, I'm gonna read a few more comments, then I'm gonna probably log out. Although I see we have like an all-time high of viewers on right now, so thanks. I think we're gonna look at, we're gonna stare at this Giannis rookie card, so you guys have something to look at while I babble on here. I wonder how much a PSA 10 Trump or Biden cards goes for. Yeah, it's a good question. I actually wonder if there's autographs of either of those guys in that product. If there are, I'm sure there's sticker autos, but it still would be pretty cool. Scoop is a decent ASMR too. Yeah, Scoop, I love Scoop. He went on like a pretty big break and has not done a ton of card content. And I think it's just because it's like getting so hard to find like cards at retail, which is where he gets a lot of his stuff. So he's another guy I feel like I could send some stuff to. Maybe once I launch the e-commerce site, I'll start doing that and people give me shoutouts. Buck Futler says Trump buys cards and doesn't pay, and Biden sells cards and forgets to ship. that's a pretty apt description of life right now. Yeah. Heinrich House. Gosh, I don't know how to say that. The O with the, I don't know what you call those. If they were over a U, they'd be called umlauts, but, I feel like Heinrich, where are you from? Man, I feel like bad. It's either Germany or like Scandinavia. What is your occupation, if you don't mind? I'm not gonna say because, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty guarded about it, but like, as you can tell, I have a few dollars to spend on useless sports cards. So, I do have a professional career that pays my bills and allows me to waste all my money on Evan Gaddis autographs. Let's see, something where you travel. Nicholas guesses. Yeah, I certainly could travel for my work, but I choose not to. I work for myself, and I do have lots of other people that work for me, but I decide, to travel or not, and I would probably get a lot of value out of traveling, but it's not worth it to me, personally, to do that, so I don't. I have a pretty young family, so traveling is hard. All right, Kevin 2001 says, I'm guessing he makes the big bucks considering the amount. Yeah, you're not kidding. You kind of have to like spend. You make a lot of money to buy cards these days, or at least buy a lot of them. I guess you don't have to. I mean, I would be probably just as happy collecting Don Mattingly, like super collecting Don Mattingly, and getting like every little, 80s and 90s kind of insert card of his. But I happen to like unopened stuff, which is a lot harder to collect on the cheap. Now Mr. Moon says, I think you're just, there goes the dehumidifier, which is on. I might close my door here that I'm in my office because that's too loud for my liking. I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, it's, weather-wise, it's just kind of turning to the heat being on season where I live in the Midwest. So that means it's not very humid in my basement where my office is, and so that dehumidifier does not go on that much. But during the summer months, it's on like constantly. Card Collector 2070, I just want to thank you. Hey, thanks for entering. He was one of our winners in the Topps Chrome giveaway, so appreciate you reaching out. I got your email earlier today. This dude is undercover CEO for Topps. No, true story. I wish I had some connections at Topps. I ran into a guy who used to be a top executive there, but this was only after he had left, and was going to work him over for some connections, but it didn't end up materializing. So no connections to any of the card companies. Think you'll rip any mosaic soon? Yeah, good question. I don't know if you mean basketball or football, but basketball I might. I have a lot of mosaic basketball that might be interesting enough to open, but I have to move this image, otherwise just looks like a still image. Yeah, football. I just think it's like stupid expensive. Oh my god, I just got the Yankees score. Yankees 10, Toronto 7, so boy. I'm hoping it's just like some scrub relievers that gave up those extra like 4 runs in the last half of the game. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, so mosaic football is like just stupid overpriced right now. That stuff's gonna come down big time, I think. Especially when if Burrow doesn't stop sucking. Which is entirely possible he won't. I mean, he's a rookie, right? Well, how much can he do? Can't expect the guy to be MVP his first year, but based on pricing for that product and for all football high-end products, you'd think he's the next Joe Montana right now. Dan Kenny, Downey Baseball. Yep, Downey Baseball's my man. Collected him. Hey, if there's enough people who would be interested, I'll do a video of some of my Don Mattingly cards, and I don't have anything crazy. I got a few autos, but a while ago I started buying just as many of his 80s and 90s cards as I could. I don't have anywhere near a super collection of him, but I got a lot of different cards of him. I'd love to show them off and talk about them. Let's see. Can you name a few of your cards on your wish list right now? Well, individual cards, I don't know, not a ton. I'm not a huge singles buyer, as you know if you watch his channel. I like unopened stuff, and I'm actually kind of waiting for maybe the basketball market to drop even more after the season ends so I can pick up some more unopened basketball. I would actually love to buy some 18-19 basketball with Luka rookies. Oh, that actually is one thing I will say. For individual cards, I'd love to buy some Luka stuff. If he drops a little bit. Alright, he has dropped a little bit, but I'd like him to drop a little bit more in price, and then I think when the season starts up, if he starts off hot, and I'm sure he will, if he's healthy, that stuff's just gonna be nuts. Alright, Buck Fuller checking out. Alright, good to have you, Buck, always. Good night to you. I'm just gonna try to read up real quicker, and I said this 15 minutes ago. What's the most valuable card in my collection? So I actually showed like my top, or some of my top cards, and I think my most valuable card was in there, and that's it's an old like 19. What year is that from? Like 1922, or no, 1928. Babe Ruth card. So go check that out. I just want to say thanks, Quiet Cardboard. Thank you, my friend. I've watched some of your videos. I like it. Good stuff. Keep it going. Henrik says Nightbuck. Buck Futler says Quiet Cardboard. Buck Futler says love your vids, man. Yeah, I agree. I like Quiet Cardboard. Oh, Danny Kenny, this is another blocked comment that you can't see, but I can see it. Danny Kenner said, Holder shit the bed. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Holder is a pitcher, a relief pitcher for the Yankees that they pull off the scrap heap every once in a while when they're trying to mop up innings. He used to actually be pretty dang good, but I don't know. He gets like shellacked sometimes. All right, Tunac Colts. Do you think the Indians will make the playoffs? You know, I don't know. I haven't really followed them too much. And I know they had that whole situation with Clevenger and the one other young pitcher that they ended up like getting rid of. I think they got rid of both of them. So that's not great to lose like a couple of pretty young, good talents on your pitching staff. And so I don't know how much they rely on those guys and what that means for their playoff chances. But yeah, I couldn't tell you much. I'm not really watching their division a whole lot. They're in the Central, I believe, with the White Sox and the Twins, and I think the White Sox are very close to clinching their spot, but there will be others from that division, like probably the Twins, who make the playoffs. Colin McCready says, I want you, baby. I don't know what that means. You guys, if you've watched my channel, you know that there's that guy, is it Bullwinkle, who always makes like homosexual come-ons in the comments. I'm kind of surprised that guy hasn't showed up in the in the live streams. Maybe we'll be graced with his presence. All right, Matthew Mikulski, you should do some more wax pack. I assume you mean like real wax packs, like 80s stuff. Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I have a ton of it. I love that stuff. It's always good. It's just kind of a terrible idea financially to do that, because like the unopened boxes sell for a good bit, and there's still, you know, there's like a very healthy market for that stuff. But if you open it, you're gonna get like a PSA 7 worthy, I don't know, rookie of like Tony Gwynn or something, which is just not worth much. So I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't know. I'm gonna open like some. I kind of want to open some 86 OPG baseball, because I got a bunch of that. And if you get like graded, you know, cards that are going to grade well out of that, it can be worth your while. So I might do that. Okay, Quiet Cardboard says White Sox clinched yesterday. All right, I thought I read that they would have clinched if they won, but that like they got beat by whoever they're playing, which I think might have been the Twins. Okay, 3 more questions, and I'm gonna peace out, you guys. All right, what's your favorite junk wax era baseball box? Oh boy, good question. If I'm going like high end, I'm going 84 Donruss baseball. Love that stuff. I've opened 1 box of it in my life, and it was amazing. I also love 86 Topps baseball. I mean, it's like cheap as dirt, although getting more expensive. But I opened that when I was, you know, first collecting, and it's always going to be near and dear to my heart. Good old Bullwinkle the Moose. Jesus, the guy's getting. Yeah, you're not kidding, Eric. Simply Era. Hey, man. Oh man, now I feel bad because I'm gonna like end the stream here like momentarily. So apologies, but hopefully you can watch the rerun. Okay, last thing I'm gonna read. Nicholas Verba says, "I'm not joking. There's been a few times when I'm on the verge of passing out, and you wake me up laughing because of how man, you're a terrible." Well, I apologize, because you know, really, if you're going to sleep, you should sleep. So maybe I don't know. That's just, I guess, part of the risk of watching this channel. All right, one last channel for Simply Era, because he just tuned in. But what's the oldest pack you ever opened? Wow, that's a good question. Oh man, that's a great question. Well, gosh, I mean, I've opened plenty of 81 stuff, like 81 Donruss, 81 Fleer. I mean, that's pretty like trash. I'm trying to think if I've opened an 80 Topps. I have not opened anything from the 70s or like older, like 60s. So it's really not that old. The oldest pack I've opened, it's kind of a bummer, I guess, of an answer, but it's the truth, folks. All right, I'm checking out. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We will catch you all later. Have a great evening, and see you again soon. Thanks.